I just dropped things. I just dropped things. I dropped things. Let me fix you. There. Hi. I feel like I should be saying long time no see. I got a lot to talk about today. I didn't wash my hair this morning because so much was going on. So if it looks a little unkept, that's why. But I did do a little bit of makeup and a little bit of lipstick. There's so much to tell. I want to start out by saying welcome to Solo Iced Coffee. I have not changed the channel name. I'm proud of myself. I don't know, and it's February the 7th. We have 1 week till Valentine's Day. I don't know which one of these I did with you guys last. So I'm just going to pick a couple and put them out there. Would you rather dance to every song or sing to every song? Which would you rather? And would you rather have unlimited first class plane tickets or unlimited free meals at any restaurant? We'll go with those two because I'm not sure which ones I gave you because I have so many videos that I deleted. But would you rather? It's the Would You Rather book. I want to say a belated happy birthday to Jerry. I know your birthday was 2 days ago. Happy birthday, Jerry. I was thinking of you all day. I don't think I put a video out. The day of your birthday, George had his second cataract surgery. It was a crazy day with all that going on, getting a ride over and back and all the ins and outs of stuff that's going on. Also, I'm sure I mentioned that my friend Dee hit the 1 year mark on her husband's death on the 30th of January. So she's a week in. I haven't been on Facebook or on Messenger in, I think Tuesday will be 2 weeks. I have briefly had contact with a couple of people on text. It's been very brief, but I'm going to get better with all that. I want to talk to you guys about so much, and I don't even know where to start, but I want to make sure I didn't miss any other birthdays. I know there's a birthday at the end of February, and there's 2 birthdays on the same day at the end of February. And then I think that's it as far as my messenger people. George has a birthday on the same day as my 2 friends, and my son Connor has a birthday on the 19th, and my son Randy has a birthday on the 21st, and George's son has a birthday on the 20th. My little sister just had a birthday on the 2nd. My nephew had a birthday yesterday. I have a niece that has a birthday, but I just can't remember the date. Sky's daughter-in-law has a birthday. It's either the 26th or 27th. And of course, we have Valentine's Day. Now, George and I are going to go out to get something to eat at a local Mexican restaurant. We're going to wear the same clothing we wore to get married in. Maybe get some more pictures because, honestly, the picture the judge took in the chambers was not great. So maybe we can do a redo. We'll have the same clothing on. I just won't have my bouquet, but maybe we can do a redo and get some better pictures. So we're going to do that on the 12th, the 11th or the 12th. Next week, every single day, there's at least one thing to do. Every single day, from Sunday through Friday, we have something scheduled in that has to get done. I got my coffee. I'm welcoming you to Solo Iced Coffee, and I didn't show you my coffee. There's a cherry and there's Cool Whip in there. Oh boy, am I missing something. Holy moly. Mm-mm. Nope, that's not going to work. Come with me a second over to the fridge. I got to grab the Cool Whip. I don't know if it's the French vanilla that's missing or if it's the cafe mocha that's missing, but something's missing. Okay, so how am I? I'm better. I feel better. I'll tell you why. I got to get over to Messenger. I got to see who stayed with me and who said, oh, to hell with her, she's crazy. Hopefully no one. I have this great value French vanilla. It's not my favorite, but they didn't have Coffee Mate at the time. So let's see if I fix this. I know my flavor, you know. Okay, better. I'm going to start with the Temu order. I had some things in my cart because, you know, I'll go over to Temu, I'll see something, I'll throw it in my cart and it'll sit there for 2 weeks. And then after a while, they'll drop the price a little bit and I may or may not get it, but usually I don't. But now that the fact that, unless it's been changed, that there's no packages coming in from China, I don't know what Temu is doing there with, so I'm not ordering anything right now. But I'll show you the last thing I got the other day. I spent $15 even. I got this really pretty ring. I got the green because it's the color of my birthstone. I'm an August baby, so it's like, it reminds me of that peridot. I got that. I got a nail polish in this color. I'm going to go through this really quickly. And it's a sparkly gel. See that? Sparkly gel. And I took my nail polish off, so I'm going to do it, and I'm going to try the sparkly gel. I also got a nail polish, but they didn't send me a brush. So I need to go into Temu and I need to let them know they didn't send me a brush. It came like this, and then it has little paper tabs on it, and it has a seal, and it's a deep red. You can see the deep red, but there's no brush. So I have makeup brushes that will work. This is like my makeup brush pouch. I don't use any of these brushes, but I'm going to need to pull a couple of them for that eyeshadow. I mean, nail polish. Hang with me because I'm still not 100% normal. I'm using that term lightly. I bought a pair of earrings, little tiny silver flowers. I'm really into more silver jewelry right now, but I love the green ring. It's a rose gold. So I got those. And I got these earrings, and again, most of them are green because of my August birthday. Just little pop them in, you know, for the day. Nothing that's a big deal. I got a 20 by 20 gem art. This is my 9th gem art, so I'm not ordering any more till I get caught up. I'm working on the teardrop with a little fairy in the middle. I have it about half done. And I can't tell if it's a phoenix or a flamingo. I'm not sure. We'll know more. Can you see that? We'll know more after the fact. And I have another pair of earrings. These are so cute. This was all $15 even. If you order $15, you get free shipping. If you order straight from Temu and not from an outside shop. I have a bunch of little stories to tell you. Okay, so these earrings are like this. These go in the front, the 2 hearts. Okay, there's 2 hearts. There's this heart, and then there's this heart. And then this goes through your ear, and this hangs down the back of your ear. And this is the loop that, you know, sits right here. So, super cute. I'm going to wear these on Valentine's Day. I mean, I'm going to wear them when we go out to eat. So, I'll give you the basics first. I just took more stuff out to the dumpster. There's only one more thing to go, two more things to go into the dumpster, and that is my mattress on the bed when we're at that point, and the card table that I've been using as a dining room table for 5 years. That's going to go in the dumpster. Everything else is in the dumpster or in donation. Today was so busy. We left here, which is why I didn't wash my hair. We left here and we went and got gas in George's car. And from there we went to the storage unit, and he has empty storage totes. So I have 10 of these crates that I have. I have 10 empty crates, and now I have 3 storage bins. And then from there we went to Walmart and got groceries, $170. It's not hard to do when eggs are $6.50 a dozen. And then from there we stopped at the bank. We needed to get some money together for closing on our home, which will be soon, but not soon enough. So things are still moving ahead, but there's still things we have to do. We have a walkthrough to do. There's just still more things. There's still more boxes to check. And then we came home, put the groceries away, went up to the mall, walked 3 laps, got 5,500 miles in, went over to Staples because I had a bag and a box full of junk paper. I mean, all the letters from Kenny from prison, plus all old file papers, old medical records from Sky. I'm talking from way back that I did not need to keep. Anything from me that was old, all that stuff went up to Staples. They charge $1.19 a pound, and they put everything in a box, seal it, and it goes into a big shredder. So we dropped that stuff off, which cleared out space here in the living room. And then from there we came home, and I made spaghetti with taco meat in it. And I just got done doing the dishes, and George is working in the back room. I have a candle going, and he has an iced coffee, and I have an iced coffee. I'm using my St. Patty's Day cup, even though we're just 1 week away from Valentine's Day. I'm pretty sure I showed you guys the little bears, the Huggy Bears, the Huggy Bear people that he gave me as a gift. If I didn't, leave it in the comments and I'll show you. I'll have it on in the next couple days and I'll show it again. So, most of the apartment is, I can't say it's empty because it's not empty, but everything has been gone through, and what's left in the apartment will go with me. I still don't know when that will be. I will be here for a little while because I'm bound to the apartment. I need to talk to my leasing agent and get all the ins and outs of all that, how all that works. But everything's been gone through. The only one thing yet that I think I will do one more time is go through all of my clothing in the closet and just make sure that everything that's in there is something that I will actually wear. Anything that's not something I will actually wear, I will donate to Goodwill. Other than that, I have pared down like you wouldn't believe. So that's been going on. I got health insurance. I got Aetna, and the premium will be taken out of my Social Security check along with my Medicare. $185 will come out of my check. It's a decent plan. It will work for me. It will cover my doctor and my psychiatrist and my therapist and my meds. So that got done, and that takes effect March 1. So the insurance that I have right now, I'm covered until I get a letter that says I'm not covered. So I don't know how long that will be. George had his second cataract surgery done on Wednesday, his left eye, so he's done that. We went for his first day post-op visit. He's healing nicely. We have a week and a half of drops yet in his right eye, and then he's done with the drops in the right eye, and then we continue with the drops in the left eye. And I'm the dropper. So I put his eye drops in. He did very well. His vision in his right eye is 20/20 now, and they anticipate his vision in his left eye will be 20/20 also, and he will just need reader glasses for like the computer. And his surgeon said just go to Dollar Tree and get a 2.0 and you're good to go. So so that big part is done. And we crossed a lot of, like I had made a list of things, we crossed a lot of things off the list today that we got done. There's still so much more to do, but isn't there always? So let me talk to you about where I am and why I am where I am. There's a couple things that I've realized about myself. I've been around death so much. When my dad died, he was on hospice, and I was living with him and taking care of him, along with my then husband. He was helping because I was working full-time and going to college. So we were tag teaming. And so I was with my dad when he died, and through that whole process. I was with my brother-in-law. I went to my sister's house and stayed for a week and helped her as her husband passed on hospice. My 3 years at Beata, I did a lot of hospice. I was a CNA, certified nurse aide, and then 10 years that I worked in SICU, trauma, thoracic. I saw a lot of death. And in that, one of my jobs, among many jobs, was to get a deceased body ready for the morgue, taking all the equipment off and cleaning them up and putting a toe tag on and put them in the bag and going to the morgue, get the litter, put the body over on the litter, take the body down to the morgue and put them in the morgue and sign off the book. And so I saw a lot of death. When Sky died, I knew how close it was. As each day went on, his decline that was very quick, and then the adventure into death and into his next life was within 5 days. But I could tell each day that it was getting closer, and I knew, pretty much the nurse didn't need to tell me when it was going to happen. And so I think along the lines, a lot of me became very numb to death, to protect myself emotionally, I think. And getting into a new relationship 6 months after Sky passed away, getting engaged 2 months later, getting married 3 months after that, and now being married 3 weeks and a couple days. We've been married. We've known each other 6 months now, and I don't know where that 6 months went, but I was really struggling hard with not only Sky's death, but all my friends that have lost someone and how they're doing, and how we're all trying to handle it and what it feels like for everybody is, and it's different. I'm on Reddit and Quorum, and I'll go over there and I'll read how people are managing. I'll go on YouTube and I'll watch, like Tiffany Thinks with her cancer battle. I'll watch Kyle Apple. I'll watch Conway Adventures, and I'll watch the girl Isabel DeMarco, the young girl Kelly DeMarco. I'll watch her, and everybody's handling their death, the death of their loved one, differently. And for me, sometimes I wondered why I didn't grieve more or longer or whatever. I was just all over the place. And, the ups and downs of my life, and giving up my car, which took away my freedom. But I needed to do that because a car is a luxury. And so now it's like down the road, a little bit down the road, I'll get a car. Once I got married, I called all the agencies that helped me. I had not a handful of agencies, but I had a couple that I was able to contact that helped me a little bit. And I got rid of the car, and I did what I needed to do financially to be able to keep a roof over my head. And so everything that's here and being paid here is being paid here by me. So after we got married, I called everybody, all the agencies. I said this before, and said, hey, I'm married. This is what's going on. So everyone knows, all the powers that be know. So now I'm waiting in the mail for all the letters and all the change and all the, the change in my income and the change here and the change there and the new insurance and this and that, and all that goes in. I have yet to change my maiden name, my Sky name. I have yet to change to my married name, and I'll do that down the road. After the house, after the dust settles, like after we get settled. We have furniture shopping to do. We're going to hit the thrift stores. We want to get the keys in our hand and know that everything's okay. And then we're going to do some thrift shopping for some basic pieces, and then go and get a really good bed and get a couch. And and then after that, I'll start the whole process of changing my name. And I think you can pay a fee. I was reading somewhere that you can pay $330, which sounds like a lot to me. But I think in that, and I'll look it up, I'll Google it. I think that changes your name like everywhere, but I'm not sure. I just remember seeing something about $330. But again, that sounds like a lot of money. I think if I just go online, I can do most all of my name changing online or on the phone. And so there's just been a lot, and I didn't do well for a while. Right around the time of Sky's 11th month, everything hit me. And I kept saying, well, it's got to be because it's the 11th month. And there were times that I wasn't counting in everything else going on, and there were times I was. So basically I became a hermit. Like, I became so afraid to talk to everyone. The people that I love the most, the people that I turn to the most, I absolutely went into this fit of terror, fear. And I didn't talk to anyone. Like, there might have been one person that I was able to send off a text or a heart or something, but that was about it. So what changed? What happened? I talk so much about life and finality, 24 minutes, the finality of life. And when that plane, the plane and the helicopter, over the river went down, and 67 people were killed. And I saw an interview of a little girl. Now she's older now, But the interview was, she was a figure skater, and she was saying that she hoped to be in the 2032 Winter Olympics. Cute as a button, just a beautiful little girl with an amazing spirit. And then they showed a clip of her a couple years later, I guess it was. She was older. She was out on the ice, and they showed her ice skating like a few years after that. And then I also saw today a picture of the mother and father and the two daughters that were killed in the plane crash. The last pictures that the mother took to send to the skating team, I saw them this morning on CNN. And the thing with the little girl hit me first, and that's what changed things up for me. If you ever watched Oprah Winfrey and she'd talk about an aha moment, that was my aha moment. And I think sometimes with us in life, we need to hit an aha moment in order to like kind of get everything balanced, especially when there's a lot going on. So watching that little girl and knowing that she's never going to see the 2023 Olympics, or 2032 Olympics, I'm sorry, excuse me. That was my aha moment, that yes, Guy passed away. He was really sick. His disease probably started way earlier than we thought. Looking back on it now and looking back on some of the things that he was in the hospital for and stuff, I'd say this was more than a 4-year thing. This was more like a 6-year thing or more. And, I thought about my parents passing, and I thought about my 3 older siblings gone, and I thought about my brother-in-laws that are gone, and my niece that's gone. And I thought about all these people on this plane, and those little girls. And I had my aha moment. And I'm like, hang on, poet. You're here, and it's finite, and you don't know how long you're going to be here. A year, a month, a minute, a day, a week, 20 years, 30 years, I don't know. My birth dad was 81. The dad who raised me was 81 when they died. My mom was 97. My grandpapa on my mom's side was 99. Okay. So I don't know how much time I have. And all of that I saw woke me up. I had my woke moment. And I just started to see everything for the beauty that's out there. I'm talking not only natural beauty like the trees, and even though they're bare right now, and the sky and the snow and the cold, and I'm not a cold weather person, but it has to be cold before we're going to get warm, And thought about all the people that I love, all the people I've befriended, all the people that are suffering like I've gone through. And the fact that I'm alive, and I'm so grateful when I wake up in the morning. And I met this amazing man, and I have fear and doubts in some situations because it's change, and change is hard on everybody. So I know that was really working on me, along with losing my doctor and my psychiatrist not being around, and like all the what ifs, and not having health insurance, and it was just like, oh my God. And then my son calling and texting and telling me this is wrong, and this is happening to him, and this is happening, and it was things that you should never hear from your son. But just seeing that little girl, it just changed things for me. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at every person and everything and every season and every day that I wake up and I'm alive as a gift. And I'm so grateful. And I met George, and he's a really sweet man. And we're working really hard at our relationship. A lot's happened since we met. Like, it's been warp speed. He went through a really rough divorce. this last go round, and it was hard on him, and he dated a few people, and then he met me, and we fit. So I have no reason to be sad. I mean, I could be, you know, but if I have a reason to be sad, I have a reason to be joyful, happy, content, whatever word you want to use. I'm not saying 24/7, 7 days a week, everything's perfect, because that's not it. But to fall so hard as I did, and to hibernate like I did, is not me at all. And it's not the thing that I needed, but it was the only thing I felt like I could do at the time. So now I've got to get back into the mainstream, and so I'll be hitting Messenger and talking with who's over there, and I want to start some type of work. I don't know what, most likely something on the computer where I'm here. Until I can get a car and I'm moved, I will be living closer to the mall where we walk. They're always looking for help over there. I don't know whether that's something that I can do or I would want to do, but I'm not great on the computer, but I have a great teacher, so that's good. But just the realization of life and how short it is, and just watching this little girl, just something snapped in a good way for me. So I'm back. I'm not 100% perfect, but I'm looking at things a whole lot different than I did 10 days ago. So I want to just say thank you to everybody who's hung in there with me. I have not been over to my videos. I have not read any comments. I have not seen anything. I just have been in a bubble. And that's worked for me a little bit. I felt towards the end, I felt like I was letting a lot of people down. Also, that I wasn't over on Messenger often enough, and I wasn't responding fast enough, or that I wasn't there enough to help enough. And I felt bad about that. I lost contact with a few people, and I felt bad about that. So there was a lot of different things. I don't have a lot of contact with George's family, but I'm so much on my own, and by myself, that it just seems to be the way I am. But I'm trying, because there's a lot of amazing people out there in this world. I mean, the world is a crazy place, yes. Things are happening. I don't even want to read the news. There's some things I just shake my head at. I caught some glimpses of some people on the Grammys runway, and I just went, what? And if you watched any of that, and you know what I'm talking about, what situation, it's like, I just must be getting older, because things don't make sense to me. But thank you for sticking around, and I'm going to get back on the loop and answer comments and get over on Messenger and get back into some kind of civility. I'd like to show you guys what the apartment looks like at this point and get maybe some opinions or suggestions. And then when we move, I'll show you the inside of the new house as we settle in, and take you with me on married life and what this feels like, when you're going around for, a multiple marriage thing. And I'm reading that when you've been married multiple times, you actually have a greater chance of surviving the marriage, having it work, because you're older and you've survived bad marriages, and you know what you want and what you don't want. So I find that to be refreshing and helpful. And honestly, I'm just glad to be alive at this point. It's really hard when you're sad. It's really hard when you don't understand what's going on with you. It's really hard when you're not sure why you feel like you feel. And you really don't know who to turn to be able to explain, you know, something's not quite right. But hopefully I'm back and back on board, and namaste. I'll talk to you all soon.